The Smoking Gun, that is Paolo Zampoli and Melania Trump. Paolo Zampoli, by Melania's own admission, was a massively influential part of her life, and according to her, he was close friends with Donnie and introduced the two of them. Paolo was born in Milan in 1970 to an extremely wealthy family. He was raised in a fucking castle estate, claims to be related to a pope, and was part of the upper crust of Italian society. At 18, his father died, and Paolo sold their family toy company to Silvio Berlusconi, who became a close friend of his. Silvio would eventually become prime minister before being exposed for being a PDF file. Paolo also counted John Casablancas as a mentor. John Casablancas owned Elite Model Management, was a close friend for both Donnie and Jeff, and openly dated underage models, calling them child women. Paolo was also the organizer of the Look of the Year contest in Ibiza. The one in New York saw girls taken out on a boat and forced to dance with, and in other cases, service old men. This included Donnie, who was a judge. Go look up the accounts from this if you can find them. It's truly harrowing. It is during this time he became friends with Donald Trump, who was dazzled by his connections to Italian aristocracy and his endless supply of young models. In 1995, Paolo meets Melania in Milan and recruits her, moving her into his building in New York and eventually introducing her to Trump. Around this time, he's also discovered to be using his connections to set up an extortion meeting between billionaire Ron Burkle and a gossip columnist. Burkle, a mega donor to Bill Clinton, was also close friends with Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, and fucking Diddy, all part of the fucking web of shit Paolo was deeply embedded in. Now it is 2004 and Paolo and Epstein are business partners. They attempt to buy Elite Model Management from John Casablancas. They were working extremely closely together to buy the world's most famous modeling agency. This fails, and Donnie invites Paolo into the Trump organization. He is the director of international development, selling Trump Park Avenue to what he called big money people from Russia, which is the exact time the Trump organization was involved in a Russian mafia money laundering scheme with most of its properties. He then starts a company using young models to sell real estate to old men. And he starts another company filming models in their apartments. It's weird. It fails. But it's worth noting that most of his life he uses young, attractive women and exploits them for money. And now he moves on to his next scheme, where he partners with Ghislaine Maxwell and buys himself a diplomatic title from the island nation of Dominica and becomes a UN ambassador. Continued in Part 2.